Sunday. It's Tom from Create Greater Lives, continuing my mission to empower you to create your greatest life possible. Today, I'd like to talk about a big topic. We see it everywhere. I want to clear everything up for you, okay? Get rid of all the hokey pokey and all that other stuff and turn yourself about. We're talking about signs from the universe that what you're doing is working, that your manifestation is on the way, that you're manifesting something. Totally makes sense. We need feedback, okay? Whenever we're doing something, we need feedback because we need to know if we're doing things correctly, or we have to make a change, if we have to try something new entirely, if we're wasting our time, if things are working or not, right? Because, do we keep doing the same thing? Do we try something different? Do we totally alter course and try something completely new, right? Basically, is what we're doing working? Are we getting the results we want or not? And when you're manifesting something that's in the future, it's nice to have some other sort of feedback that what you're doing is right, you're on the right course, and keep on doing what you're doing, right? Because nobody wants to keep doing the same thing over and over again if it's not working, right? So you need some feedback. So a lot of law of attraction teachers and coaches will put out little tests that people can try, little experiments to prove to the student that what they're doing is effective. And this can be number sequences. This can be manifesting a small object like a feather. This can be picking the color of car and seeing if more of those come into your world. Bunch of different little things like that. Now, this is what no other law of attraction teacher will tell you, okay? Almost all teachers and coaches know about the RAS, the Reticular Activating System, RAS, RAS. It's an actual physical part of the brain, okay? Google it. Reticular Activating System, RAS. Has many functions, but one of its functions is to act as a filter for all the stimulus that's constantly hitting us. We're constantly bombarded with sights and sounds and sensations, and most of it's not important to us, but the few things that are important to us, we need to be aware of. And the Reticular Activating System filters out what's not important to us, and more importantly, if something is important to us, it brings it right into our attention and awareness, so we're aware of it right away if it's important to us, okay? And some evolutionary example of this is, caveman going through the forest, right? Lots of sights, lots of sounds, winds, birds, frogs, them walking, whatever, lots of smells. Lots of sights, all the foliage, leaves moving in the wind, lots of stuff going on. What's important? Well, the sight and sound of a predator, very important. The sight and sound of prey that they can catch and eat, very important. The sight and smell of edible berries, very important, right? So out of all the sights going on, there can be a little berry over there, and boom, their attention will be drawn to it. It'll come into the front of their brain, their awareness, because that's edible. I can eat it. Let's go get it. Where they'll be walking, and all these noises going on, all of a sudden, they hear a noise. That could be a predator or prey. Goes immediately into their attention, and they react to it immediately because it's important. Okay, a more modern example of this, you're driving down the road, driving down the highway, lots of cars going, you're thinking about work and listening to the radio, and in your peripheral vision, a car swerves, does this. Well, that immediately goes into your attention because that's important. So everything else is filtered out, the important things brought right into your awareness, and this is very, very important. Now, when we say things that are important to you get through the filter and come into your awareness, it's not just survival things, it's anything that you've deemed important to you on that day or at that time because you've been thinking about it a lot. If you've been thinking about it a lot, it's in your awareness, it gets through the filter. Makes it important to you. So an example of this is, let's say you just bought a red Acura, but you have to wait for it to be delivered to the dealership. So that's great. 3 days, you're going to get your new car. While you're driving around in your old car, you're all excited, thinking about your red Acura, telling people about it, looking at pictures of it. It's important to you, right? Red Acura is important to you. So you'll be driving down the road, and all of a sudden you'll see all these Acuras. You'll think, oh my Lord, I just bought an Acura. Everyone is driving an Acura now, right? No, it's the same amount of Acuras that were there before, but before they weren't important to you. They weren't really getting through the filter. Now they're important to you, and each one of them is popping into your awareness. So it seems like there's lots of them suddenly. And it was a red Acura. So probably the red cars will be popping out at you and into your awareness. And it's like, I just bought a red car, and now suddenly everybody's driving a red car. No, it's the same amount of red cars as there were yesterday. But yesterday they weren't important. Now they are, so they're getting into your awareness. Make sense? Okay. So it's the same with these little tests, okay? These tests are designed to give a positive outcome regardless of what you're doing, okay? You could be not trying to manifest at all. These tests would work, okay? So the teacher gives you a number sequence, says this number sequence is really good. This number sequence means, you know, you're getting money, or the universe is aligning to you, or your manifestation's on the way. Well, great, that's an important number sequence. I want to see that. I'm going to look for that, right? I'm going to see if it's around me in my world. No, I don't see it anywhere. Wish I could find that sequence. Well, I hope I see that sequence because it means things are going, you know, working. And you're thinking about it, which means it's important to you, which means it gets through the filter and drawn to your attention, your awareness. So you can be walking through a building and suddenly there's a clock on the wall that leaps into your attention. I never even noticed that clock before. And it's that number sequence. Great, I saw the number sequence, that's wonderful. Gets to be even more important to you. So you're driving home and a license plate, boom, will jump out at you. It's the number sequence again. That's great. And you pass a billboard, and in that phone number on the billboard was that number sequence. This is amazing, right? It's because that number sequence is important to you. So out of all the noise in the environment, that number sequence is getting through the filter and being brought into your awareness. That billboard with that phone number could have been there for like 3 months, 6 months, a year. You didn't notice it before because it wasn't important to you. Now it is, so it's getting through the filter. So unfortunately, these tests are not a really good test of whether what you're doing to manifest is working or not, or if you're doing it right, or if you've even been taught the right information. It's a test of the reticular activating system. That's it. Okay? So if these aren't valid tests of manifesting, then what is? Well, we'll tell you. Now, bear in mind that when we teach people how to manifest things, we're talking about large changes in their lives, right? If you just want to manifest little things, a few $1,000s or a parking spot, lots of people can teach you that. We're talking about making large changes in your life and the world around you. Okay, and when you're manifesting something large, the only sign that matters is, are you making real world actual progress towards your goal or not? Because when you're working on something large, it doesn't happen overnight. It doesn't just fall out of the sky. You don't wake up tomorrow and, oh my Lord, I'm the CEO of a $100 million company? How'd that happen? No, you have to build the company or you have to get the job, one or the other, right? There are steps and stages you have to go through to get to large goals. So are you drawing the resources you need to yourself, actually in the real world, in real life? You know, are you bringing to yourself the people to support you, teach you, help you, the opportunities, the probabilities, the audience, the customers, the products, the services, whatever you need, the finances? Are you bringing that all into your life? Yes, I have actually met these people. This is actually happening. Good, you're making progress towards your goal. Keep doing it. Keep doing what you're doing. Are you going through the stages to get to your goal? Are you building the company if that's your goal? Yeah, I'm actually going through these steps and stages. I'm actually getting closer to my goal. Great. What you're doing is working. Keep doing it, okay? You can pick anything, even if it's like buying a mansion, right? You don't just go to sleep in your apartment and wake up in a mansion, right? If you're buying a mansion, you need to get the resources to buy the mansion. You have to find a real estate agent that knows mansions. You have to go mansion shopping. You have to get, you know, a mansion inspection, someone to inspect the mansion. You have to get a lawyer. You have to drop the paperwork. You have to put in an offer, drop the paperwork, sign the paperwork, get your key, move into the mansion. There are steps and stages you have to go through to get there. So are you going through those? Are things actually changing your life? Yes, good. And what you're doing is working. Keep doing it, okay? However, if you've been taught a bunch of stuff of law of attraction and manifestation, and you're not seeing progress towards your large goals, then something is off. It's most likely you haven't been taught the right information, in all seriousness. And we can teach you the right information. We can fix this. We have helped thousands of people to manifest larger, faster, more consistently, and we can teach you, okay? Where do you start? On this Facebook page is a video section. There's law of attraction and manifestation there, information there you won't find anywhere else. And it'll change your life. So watch the videos, come back to us with questions, okay? While you're on this page, like it and follow it, because we have a new video that comes out every day, so you want to know A, when I'm live, and if I'm not live, B, you want to at least know when the video is posted so you can get the latest information from me, okay? We're also online at creategreaterlives.com. There's even more free information for you there. You can download our 4 most popular reports on the law of attraction and manifestation for free. Again, information you won't find anywhere else. So download them, read them, Come back to us with questions. We really want to help you learn this stuff well so you can really change your life and the lives of those around you. Okay? It's up to you now. You've got to get the information, digest it, come back to us with questions. The ball is in your court. So my name's Tom. I will be back tomorrow with more information for you. Until then, remain at choice.